I welcome all of you. And in this video, we are going to talk about an experiment from the biochemistry lab, which is the isolation of casein from milk. So all of you have taken milk in your life, and the reason you take the milk because milk is a very good source for the proteins. And there are three types of protein which can be found in the milk. One is known as the casein, the second one is the whey proteins, and the third one are the group of minor proteins. Casein constitute about 80% of the proteins of the milk. So casein is a major protein and the remaining ones are the whey protein and the minor proteins. Casein is not a pure protein. Casein is being attached with the non-protein group, which is the phosphorus. So therefore casein is a conjugated type of protein, and you also called casein is a phosphorus containing protein. Casein is responsible for the white color of the milk, and conjugated proteins are those in which the protein is being attached with the non-protein part. The non-protein part is also known as the prosthetic group. The example of conjugated proteins are the lipoproteins, in which the lipids are being attached with the proteins, and the glycoprotein, in which the carbohydrates are being attached with the protein. In 100 ml of cow milk, approximately 3.5 gram of casein is present. Casein, besides present in the milk, casein is also found in cheese, yogurt, ice cream, buttermilk, margarine. These all things are made up of milk, so therefore casein can be found in these products. Anything which is made of milk, casein can be found in that product. So if we talk about the principle of an experiment, how the casein is being isolated or precipitated out from the milk. So know that the normal pH of the milk is 6.6, and the pH of the milk at which the casein is isolated or precipitated out is 4.6. So what you have to do in order to isolate the casein from the milk, you have to reduce the pH of the milk from 6.6 to 4.6. So how will you do it? Definitely you will add some acidic agent in the milk, and the acidic agent which will be add in the milk is acetic acid. What acetic acid will do? Acetic acid will reduce the pH of the milk from 6.6 to 4.6, and at the pH of 4.6 the casein will be isolated or precipitated out. So if we talk about how what is the mechanism that in the normal pH of the milk the casein is soluble, but if we reduce the pH of the milk the casein is insoluble, and the answer of that question lies in the isoelectric point. Now what is isoelectric point? You know that the isoelectric point is the pH at which the net charge on the protein is zero. So how it is happening? You know that casein is a protein, and casein is made up of many amino acids, and each amino acid may have the positive or the negative charge depending upon the pH of the milk. And at some pH value, all the positive and the negative charges on the casein will be in balance. So the net charge on the protein will be zero. And that pH at which the net charge on the protein or the casein will be zero is known as the isoelectric point, and that pH is 4.6. So at the pH of 4.6, casein is least soluble in the milk, and the casein is isolated or precipitated out. Casein is a protein. It is made up of amino acids. Casein also has phosphorus. Casein also contains calcium. So casein is a very good source for the nutrition because it has amino acids, it has phosphorus, it has calcium. So these all things are very essential or very good for the humans. So it is a very good source for the nutrition, and it is used as a food source. Cheese, everyone loves to eat cheese. You know that cheese is made up of milk, and the milk, you know that the cheese is in the milk, you know that the casein is present. So casein is a very major component of the cheese. Now, there is a one important property of the casein, that casein loves to bind with the water. So that property of the casein make it useful for as a food additive to stabilize the food. Because if you use the casein, because if you use the casein with the food, what will casein do? Casein will bind with the water or absorb some moisture from the environment. So that will help to prevent the decomposition in the food. So casein is used as a food stabilizer. Casein is used as a food additive to stabilize the food. And because of the casein property to absorb the moisture, you this this property make the appearance of the cheese look like curd, because in the cheese the casein is there, and casein loves to bind with the water, and so therefore in the cheese the water will be there along with the casein, so that gives the appearance of curd to the cheese. So the curd appearance of the cheese is due to the casein. So what are the uses of the casein? Casein is used as a food source because it contains the amino acid and essential elements like phosphorus and calcium. It is a major component of the cheese, and it is used as a food additive to stabilize food because casein loves to bind with the water. Therefore, casein helps to prevent the decomposition of the foods in which the casein is present. So, what is the procedure by which we will isolate the casein from the milk? So, what you have to do, you have to take 100 ml of milk, then warm 100 ml of milk in the conical flask at 50 degrees centigrade. After warming, add 20 ml 10% acetic acid gradually in the milk. Why you are adding the acetic acid? Because you have to reduce the pH of the milk from 6.6 to 4.6. Then mix the milk and the acetic acid. That mixing will make the milk lumpy. After 5 minutes, filter the suspension through the filter paper. Then the precipitates which settled at top of the filter paper, wash these precipitates with the small volume of diethyl and the ethanol mixture, because in that precipitate along with the casein there can be some unwanted substance also be present there. So in order to remove these substance, you have to wash these precipitates with the diethyl and ethanol mixture. So anything except the casein, these substances will dissolve in the diethyl and ethanol mixture and they will go away, and the remaining one will be only the casein. Then wait for the precipitated casein to dry completely and then weigh it to calculate the percentage.